See the promises that Thompson and Morgan make. Baby leeks in 10 weeks. I thought, yeah, those look nice. But will the promise ever be fulfilled? I planted these, 2 weeks ago. I think I can see one little thing which could be a leek coming up there. Don't know if you can see it. That little thing in there. So I don't think I'm going to get baby leeks in 10 weeks. This year I put in a carrot mix, and it looks like I get sort of purple carrots, white carrots, orange carrots, yellow carrots. And I've always grown carrots in rows before, for the specific reason that it's easy to weed. But I've always thought that and thin, that's the other thing they say, you've got to thin out carrots so that they have a chance to grow. But this year I decided that I would broadcast the carrot seeds. Not plant them in rows, just throw the seeds in and see if I can get more carrots. But let's see what happens when you do that. Well, there you see, I got very good germination with the carrots. There are lots of them up. But if you look down here, I've just got tons of weeds in it as well. So that's not so good. If they were nicely out in a row, I could weed quickly. But now, since they're just all mixed together, like I've weeded this area out here, so there's not so many weeds, and the carrots are coming up. But I've just got a tremendous amount of weeding, which will mean just picking by hand to get all of these weeds out. So there we are, about 3/4 of an hour later. I've got a little flower pot, absolutely full to the brim with weeds. And now the carrots have been weeded out, not completely, but I think that they'll have a better chance now. No competition for sunlight, no competition for nutrients, and I think I'll have a lot more carrots this year than what I had last year. So this is the broadcast carrot experiment. Let's see how it goes. Do you know why gardeners, why they plant in rows? Well, I'll tell you why. Because when you plant in rows, then all the plants that grow in the row, they look the same, and they're easy to separate out from weeds. It gives them space to grow as well. And if you have a tool like this, and you can go between the rows and clean out the weeds, or most of them, and then there's no competition between the plants that you're wanting to grow and the weeds. Whereas there's always a competition for nutrition inside the soil. These are my peas that just come up. These are, I think they're called snow peas over in America. And over there, they're a bit later. They're called Udinherne. Those are the ones that actually give you peas inside the pod. These are like monge. It's the same idea with garlic. You grow them in rows and give them enough space between the plants so there's no competition for nutrition, and they'll get space to grow and you can get some tula in there to eat. This is the beetroot that I have planted. It's called cylindra. Instead of sort of those round beetroot, they're long going into the ground, so if you're wanting to make beetroot slices, it's an excellent beetroot for that. And since my soil is so friable, is that the right word? And there isn't any sort of barriers for the roots going down, I think I'll get some good beetroot. And as you can see here, they have just come up. The thing with beetroot is that even though you plant one seed, it always puts out one or two plants around it. So you have to go and thin them out so they have a chance to grow. So I have a few rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of beetroot there. And over here as well, 3 long rows. One pointing north-south and one pointing east-west. But they've come up well next to the garlic. There we have the Corsican kale. Coming up, growing. Leaves are definitely getting bigger. Only 3 in a row and well weeded. And marigolds in there. And they might even be putting out little buds. And I look close at them. They might flower soon. And these are my shallots. Since last time I posted, they've come on very well, looking very healthy, and having about, some of them have about 4 or 5 shallots coming off the one shallot that I planted. There's about 5 on that one. There's 2 on that one. I don't know how many on that one. Perhaps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they are doing really well. There's 3 on that one, 4 on that one, and this is the sorrel. It's putting out tons of leaves now, going flat, and I've harvested these ones, had them for salad, but they just keep on producing new leaves, which is good. Gives a nice colour to salads. And for Dale, this is the state of the daikon row. I think there's about 26 of them in there, still under this fleece. I don't want them to be attacked by those beetles. So they're coming on nicely. And this is where the parsnips are supposed to be coming up. Can't see anything, just weeds. There we have the smiling Alan Titchmarsh picture over some parsnips. Countess F1 hybrid. I've planted these 3 weeks ago, and sorry to say, Alan, none of them have come up yet, even though you're promising that these are fantastic parsnips. Well, what can you expect from a man who on the radio, when talking about roses, Lady Jane Rose, who says when someone complains that they can't grow Lady Jane in a flower bed, Mr. Titchmarsh says Lady Jane never does good in a bed, but is fantastic up against the wall. Can you believe anything a man says? He comes out with a statement like that. This is the apple tree which gave me one apple last year. But this year I'm beginning to get some blossom on it. It always seems to be after you give them a severe whacking, then they fear for their lives and then they begin to produce. You just need to be disciplined. But when I was looking at it here, you go down here, look at this branch. See all those light marks along there? Rabbits during the winter is coming along and eating all the bark off it. So that's not so good. Nasty little rabbits. Just look at this. The amount of flowers that are on this red currant bush is absolutely unbelievable. I think I'm going to have a very good season for the red currants. You look over there, it's absolutely stacked. But it's been raining on and off now for the past 4 days, and I've been looking for insects and there doesn't seem to be any flying insects about to pollinate them. Well, perhaps there's still time. They're just fantastic clusters of little flowers beginning to come out. But what we do have is these little bad boys. Snails. Climbing up among the blackcurrant bushes. I wonder what they're after. I wonder if they're after the flowers. But I think they're going to the happy hunting grounds after I film them here. It's always good to go around and check what's happening with your plants. So there is my snail harvest from one bush. They're rather small and they've got these shells on them. Now they're just trying to escape. Crawling up. Sticky little things. Okay, I'm gonna put them in a soup, I think. Lovely!